Hello YouTube, I am back. It's time to finish unboxing the new tarot and oracle decks. This one I think is the one that everybody has been waiting for the most. I know it was the one I was the most excited for. I'm not even gonna lie. The other one has been pushed to a second, but we are going to be unboxing the 8 Coins Tattoo Tarot. And this has been out for some time, but when it first came out, I was unable to get it on Amazon. I'm not sure if it was that it was an indie version, or maybe they just weren't allowed to sell it. I'm not 100%, but I've waited a long time for this deck. Now the lid comes off just like that. It's a tight fit, black inside, beautiful outside. You got the artwork on front, side. Inside is just plain, and the back has a couple cards, and of course a little story about the deck. Deck and book set, vividly illustrated deck, follows the artistic development of tattoo artist and designer Lana Zellner. 82 card deck includes all of her original tarot art plus 4 new cards painted specially for this edition. The cards feature art forms and iconic imagery from both tattoo and tarot traditions, all hand-drawn and painted using the watercolor painting style of spit shading. Now, in this, you get your book, but the cool thing is you also get this little paper spread that is a unique spread to this deck. And the cool thing is, if you have trouble remembering where your spreads go or which cards mean, it literally tells you on each card what it is, what it relates to the question, etc. It's got the design here in the corner and explains what the spread is there and how to use it. Form a question or issue to explore, and then the rose spread was designed to consider both your internal feelings, 2, 3, 5, and 6, and external objective realities, 4 and 7, about the situation. Of course, the first card is the problem person asking questions, etc. So I thought it was pretty cool. I'm not gonna lie, I like when you get those special little touches. Now, this book is literally a freaking small novel. But what's really cool is you see how there's like the color on the sides. That's because it's literally tabbed to tell you where you're at. It is a full color. It is one of those that the page is dedicated almost entirely to the card. Which I like. I love them. It makes it easier for me to see things I may have missed. Although I will say, I sit here and say how I love it and things I may have missed, but I don't generally read the books. Usually the books are just, or I take the deck out of the box and that's it. So I'm sitting here talking like it's something. But anyway, we are almost 4 minutes in. Let's get to the deck. Now, I did have to put this together. This was one hell of a mess. So I've already seen the deck. So I'm going to show you the special cards first. We have the 10 of Cups. This is one of the extras that has been painted. It's gorgeous. And I tell you what, like, I would be perfectly fine with that tattooed on my body. Oops, cut you out of the... We have a drawing for the 3 of Cups. Even for a drawing, I mean, this is how tattoo work is supposed to look. This is the style of tattoo work that I love. It does not have to be this amazingly detailed, awesome. Yes, those are great too, and I wouldn't say no to those on my body, but I do tend to go for the more raw, rustic. This is the star. I like this. Like, I would frame this. And then we have the 9 of Wands, which is the last drawn one. So with those out of the way, that's the extra cards. Let's decks in here in like this little tray. Holds the cards, but you do have to kind of tilt it or else they do get stuck. The edges here do come out, but I don't want my deck sliding around and getting scratched up. So I'm either going to take it out of the box completely or leave that in. So without further ado, here's the backs. Simple, but I like the little like mandala in the middle. Sadly, I do feel like this is going to show up fingerprints, because it does. I see it already. I hate that. We have the Fool. By the way, good, sturdy cardstock, but not so sturdy that it's going to be too difficult to rifle shuffle, and not so flimsy that it's going to bend up while shuffling, even underhand or overhand. So the ideal, at least in my opinion, the ideal. I think this is US Games deck. Yes, so this is, I do believe, a US Games deck. It is. So that explains the cardstock to those who know. The Magician. I like this. This is cool. Like, really cool. The High Priestess. I like her. I love how the Empress comes across as like a total lady, but still has that awesome tattoo. I think it kind of really puts that idea that a woman with tattoos is perfectly acceptable. Just my opinion, my thoughts. The Emperor. The Hierophant. I like this. I really, really like this. I like the Egyptian theme to it. I like the crows or ravens. I do believe they're actually crows. I like the Scarab with his wings out. I love it all. The Lovers. The Chariot. Strength. I really like this. The Hermit. Wheel of Fortune. Justice. This is just beyond awesome. Like, I'm still trying to figure out how. Oh my god, I see how. Ow, that makes my head hurt. Okay. The Hanged Man. See if you see why my head hurt looking at that. For those who can't pick it up, she actually has her rope wrapped around her hair and up through her ankle. She's hanging on her hair. Ouch. Death. This has to be one of my favorite deaths yet. I really love the Tudor Rose. That is definitely a tattoo I need to get next, is the Tudor Rose. Sorry, one thing to deal with really quick. Temperance. I'm waiting for the Illuminati jokes. If I don't have at least one in the comments, I'm going to be so disappointed. The Devil. The Tower. The Star. The Moon. I like how it's got the entire phases, by the way. The Sun. This is another awesome one. Judgment. And I feel like this actually really changes the whole meaning of the card. Instead of having the angel calling the dead back to life, it actually feels like you're being judged at the end of your life. Pretty awesome to me. And the World. Now we are getting to the minors, starting with the Ace of Cups. Two, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, Page, Knight, Queen, King. Next is Pentacles. Ace. I like that. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Oh, my arm's getting tired. 10. Page. Knight. Damn. Sorry, y'all. I'm definitely coming down with something. Queen and King. Next, we have the Swords, starting with the Ace. I like how you see his brain, because people tend to forget that the main thing with the Swords is the mind. This is all about intellect, thoughts, and believe it or not, imagination, as well as controlled emotion or thinking before you act. Pretty cool reminder in my book. 2, I like how it looks like almost like she's been crying. Most people in that situation would be crying. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. First time I've ever seen where it's their face stabbed up. It's a little graphic. Page. Knight. Queen. I don't like this. She's not full body. That bothers me. It's just her head. She's the most independent woman and she's the least drawn. And King. Finally, we have the Ace of Wands. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, Page, we're just shutting that off for until the morning. Oh, wow, jackass. Okay, never mind. Okay, sorry about that. Knight, Queen, and King. Now, all in all, I will say I think this would be a great deck for beginners. It's close enough to Rider-Waite-Smith. It's very easily understood, very easy to use, and I don't think you'd be very confused with it. The coloring is amazing. The designs are amazing. I couldn't praise this enough, and it was well worth the wait. I wish I had loved my other tattoo tarot as much as I like this. I had planned to, and sadly I didn't. So I've kept y'all here for almost 17 minutes on this one little deck. So without further ado, if you haven't already subscribed, please click that subscribe button. And do yourself a favor, click that bell and tell it to notify you for all. That way, everything that I do, whether it's go live, post videos, whatever, it'll let you know, so long as you've got your notifications enabled. And you can be here with me. I go live every morning and every evening. I start between 8:30 a.m. and 9 a.m. in the morning. I'm on for about an hour. And then anytime around or after 9 p.m. Eastern time at night. Until next time, you guys stay safe, stay healthy, and I hope to talk to you soon. Bye, y'all.